number 3. This week is going to be so marvelous because Captain America is going to throw his mighty shield, having our newest Captain America installment, Civil War, coming up here in May. It's directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, and produced by Kevin Feige. And it's going to turn out really well. So we're going to have everyone just introduce themselves as usual with their little catchphrases or whatever. So go ahead, Redneck.
This is Reddick Nerd, aka Keith, and all I can say is 2 words from my last live stream: Allahu Akbar.
All right, go ahead, General.
What's up, guys? My name is General Johnston. Not really, but that's what I'm known as on YouTube. I'm pretty much a DC guy and a PlayStation guy, so what's up?
All right, and last but not least, DS, Dick Skywalker, go ahead.
Goal! This is Dick Skywalker coming at you, aka the sports guy. If
You sound like a
sports,
40s radio.
I got you.
You sound like a 40s radio right now. Like, literally the first Captain America movie. The first Captain America movie, when he at the end, when he meets Fury or whatever, when he's listening to the freaking ball game on the radio. That's what you sound like right now.
Home run.
All right, so we're doing all Marvel this week. So we're just going to start out with the biggest thing right now, which is Civil War. We're not going to talk about Fox's stuff because we'll save that for some other time. But we have huge casting for this Captain America film, and it's going to be insane. But it is a Captain America film and not an Avengers film, so you guys got to keep that in mind. We got obviously our 2 main stars, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Then we also got Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Emily Van Camp, Don Chadley, Jeremy Renner, Chadwick Boseman, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olden, what's that one guy's name? Frank Grillo, Paul Rudd, Tom Holland, William Hurt, and I can't pronounce this guy's last name, Daniel Brühl.
Brule.
There you go. Nice.
And Kevin Feige.
Captain America Civil War.
Feige.
It's the upcoming Captain America film, and Walt Disney is, they got a good bit of people on this, but Marvel Studios is obviously still producing it. And it has a lot of the same settings, and it's using the same camera they use in technology and all that for Winter Soldier, so it's going to look pretty nice. This it's, as I stated before, it's not an Avengers film, but it does fraction the Avengers into 2 opposite teams, one led by Captain America and the other Iron Man. And it's going to contribute stuff from Civil War with Winter Soldier, and we're going to have since literally the beginning, the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man. Now, before I talk about the film, I'm going to have everybody say what they know about this huge conflict, just that you could see within the movies between Iron Man and Captain America. So I'm going to have Redneck give his input on this.
So, I do know that, especially in a lot of the video games, there was, they would talk about how Captain America, there's 2 sides you could choose, either Captain America or Iron Man's. And from what I know, it's mostly due to their conflicting ideals. I don't really know if that's it, but all I know is that they both have 2 very different beliefs about how things should go. Where Captain America is all more patriotic, but Iron Man has his own way of doing things too. Especially since Age of Ultron, which we could see Iron Man kind of screwed up. So you can see right there the conflict was building right there, at least in my opinion.
All right. I know, Dick Skywalker, you haven't you're not big at Marvel or anything like that, but you have seen the Avengers and movies with Captain America and Iron Man at the same place. Do you see the conflict between them before this movie even happened?
Absolutely. There's a conflict of egos. The issue stems from different ideals, like Keith already said, like Redneck Nerd said. Basically, they both have different belief systems. Iron Man just goes at it and wants to solve things his way. Cap tries to take a more calculated approach. He wants to do it in a nicer fashion so that not a lot of people get hurt. These two clash because they have far different egos, but both of them are humongous. Whenever they're in a group as tight as they are, there's bound to be issues. I mean, it's been building. You can tell.
All right, General, how do you see their conflict since, like, even, like, just the first Avengers, even?
All right, this is how it is. Iron Man, he does things his own way. Cap does things his own way, and Cap has always followed the rules. Tony hasn't. So what they're doing in Civil War is they're flipping the script on that. Iron Man feels bad for some of the stuff he's done, and now he's trying to make it right legally. And on the other hand, Captain America is trying to help out Bucky, and it's not legal. He's a vigilante. So the question is, who's right? That's why they get into arguments and stuff. Who's right? Well, they're both right. Captain America is morally right. Iron Man is legally right. So it's hard to pick sides because it's not like one's a winning side and one's a losing side. They're both right. Iron Man is siding with the government, so they're not out doing their own thing, hurting people. But Captain America says that they should be able to, and he's trying to protect Bucky. He's really ignoring the legal side of it to help out Bucky, which he's helping out a friend, but then again he's not really wrong. So it's just a hard, very tough situation, which I really hope they do a good job with it in the movie, and I know they will, because they're really going to end up fighting over this, and probably people are going to die from them heroes fighting each other.
Yes,
So
I love that, how you portrayed that completely. Now, that's kind of how the movie plot's gonna somewhat go, but the comics, it was literally the opposite way around.
yeah,
Captain America, he decided to diverse his team into a stealth team for Shield in the actual comics because Iron Man kept too many secrets from the Avengers. So
I do
Captain
remember
America
that.
disagreed and split up his team. Yeah, he split up his team from Iron Man's team, and because Iron Man was keeping too many secrets. Now, as we recently saw in Marvel's Avengers Assemble, like, I know it's an anime,
that was a
animated
good animated
series.
series. The Earth's Mightiest Heroes was better, but
Yeah, it's not completely finished yet, but in season 2, when Ant-Man comes, Scott Lang Ant-Man, he joins Iron Man's team, which it's no.
Damn it, Richie.
Originally, we had Hank Pym on Iron Man's side in the Civil War, but now the cinematic universe with the whole Hank Pym thing, him and Robert, well, we're going to be seeing Agent Carter soon. I'll get to that later. Hank Pym and Robert Stark didn't necessarily get along very much because Robert Stark was part of S.H.I.E.L.D. that kind of like to swap technology from whoever he pleased. That's why he kept the Ant-Man suit a secret for how many years. And now that's how we have Scott Lang on Cap's team. That's kind of the whole thing without that. Now, Black Panther being on Iron Man's team. Here's the thing with that. Black Panther doesn't like Cap because
at the beginning of the movie.
At the beginning of the movie so far. He doesn't like Cap. This is just my theory. Because in the comics, Wakanda, they worship the metal vibranium as a gift from the gods. And Captain America has a huge portion of it what his shield's built out of. So it's almost as if Cap stole their gift from the gods. So, like, I think it's kind of a religious thing with Black Panther, but I also think he has his own point of view of why he's with Stark.
Isn't Cap's shield like an alloy of vibranium and antimanium?
Um, in the comics, yes, you're completely correct, Keith. But the kind of animanium, Fox owns the rights to that, so it's 100% vibranium
Oh,
because that's kind of what Wolverine's claws are made out of.
Yo, so breaking news. Sorry, I'm really hype right now. My friend just texted me, and he plays. Well, he's starting tomorrow to play in a military ultimate frisbee league, and it's Army versus Air Force. And he said, I'm invited to come and play on this team.
That's
Play on the
sick.
Air Force
that's
team.
awesome.
But they're having a game after school tomorrow, but I work. That's so awesome.
That's sick, man.
All right, sorry.
It's so neat. Okay,
The
now
world needed
About
Caleb.
that movie.
I don't want to hog the entire podcast time talking about Civil War, but
About
there's
the
only
movie,
one
though?
thing I need to explore before we're done. Is Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Everyone's kind of mad that we don't get Miles, but I like how we still have Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And I think they're kind of, before they have the solo film, they're going to try to show us like the spectacular version of him. Like just high school student, teenager Peter Parker. And just explore right into that instead of giving us the whole origin story thing because we've seen it twice. I don't think Spider-Man's gonna be a huge part of the Civil War movie. Like I know we're gonna see an action scene from him. He's gonna have a part in it. Like he's not gonna be some cameo like Galactus and Thanos, because we had the Galactus cameo in Age of Ultron and
Wait,
the
really?
Thanos one. Yes,
That's what it was
he
at
had the
end?
Infinity. The glove. When Thanos put on the glove, it was the Infinity Glove that controlled Galactus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the way they're doing it in the cinematic verse. So we're not going to be seeing like people fighting against Thanos. Like Thanos is going to be a huge part, but we're not going to have him as a problem until Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That comes out next
He's not gonna
year
be in it.
March, I think.
Dennis isn't in Volume 2.
That's
Yeah,
March 2017.
but
I
he's
think.
not going to become a problem until Volume 2. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who the villain of Volume 2 is yet, but I do know we're going to see a big part from the Nova Corps because they're going to try to get all the Defenders here so we can add the Netflix universe into the cinematic universe.
Defenders is coming out fall 2018, I believe, or 20.
Yes.
No,
So
I
we're
think
going
it
to, I
is.
guess, so I'm guessing we're seeing Nova before then because Nova's big in the Defenders. But, all right, let's get on to our next topic.
Captain America's
Before
gonna
I go
win.
to Agent Carter, yes, Civil War is freaking awesome, but that we haven't had much leaked information on that, so I'm not going into comic origins. But if you are interested, just go over to New Rockstars. My buddy Philip Molina, he's a part of it. He had his own segment on the Civil War, so you could just look at it from the comics. And we're gonna be talking about Daredevil season 2. Now we haven't got much information on what it's about, but we know that the Punisher's coming, and I just want to, General, how do you feel about the Punisher coming to Daredevil?
I think they picked the perfect actor. What's John Bernthal? He's gonna do so good. He said that the Punisher. He's a character that people aren't gonna love. Well, they're gonna like him, but he's a bad guy,
I like that.
and he realizes that, and he's gonna do bad things for good reasons. And you can't worry about what people think about that. You just got to go with it. Like you're gonna do bad things for good reasons, and you can't be afraid of the reaction. You can't listen to the critics. You gotta completely
Yes.
just go with it. And
So-
then at the end, or you'll get to a point where you can explain why you did so many bad things. Because
I know
he's gonna
we're not going to
kill
have the
people.
whole, like, I know how the CW focuses on their huge, like they're really good with their heroes and putting them in, like mixing them up with their films and everything. But they also said some of Jessica Jones stuff, not necessarily Jessica Jones herself, but Luke Cage from it. He might have a role near the end of Daredevil. They didn't announce it yet, but the guy did accidentally slip and said, "Yeah," he said, I'm gonna be standing next to the guy in red soon." So I'm guessing he's gonna be near the end of Marvel's Daredevil. So I wonder if we're gonna be seeing Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Punisher all at the same time.
We will.
Like, Redneck, how would you feel about that? Like, three, like, vigilante, like, heroes together, but, like, in comic book style, just, like, fighting bad guys instead of whole cinematic universe stuff, like the Avengers.
Well, I don't know much about Luke Cage, to be honest. I'm not really a huge Jessica Jones fan, but I do know that
Jessica.
from like previous comics that I've seen, like Daredevil and Punisher together, and let's be honest, they're both pretty badass. And good, well, just for the same reason that powerless superheroes are badass. Luke Cage, I don't really know because he's like kind of invincible, so I don't really know.
Yeah, his name is Power. His superhero name is Power Man, and he has indestructible skin.
Yeah, so I really don't know how I feel about him being in there. I mean, it's kind of like unbalanced.
Yeah. Another thing about that, I heard, like, I know he was in season 1, but we didn't see much of him. Do you think Bullseye is going to become, like, bigger, since he's, like, literally an original Daredevil villain? Do you
Yeah,
think he's going to start to become big in season 2?
I
yeah.
almost guarantee it.
Like, I think they're going to, like, kind of... I know, like, Bullseye and Deadshot are, like, they're doppelgangers between Marvel and DC, just different origin stories. But I think I think he's gonna become bigger than Deadshot was in Arrow.
Yeah, definitely.
And Kingpin isn't dead, so we're still gonna see some of Kingpin. So that's gonna be pretty neat.
He's in
Which is
jail, isn't
awesome. Which,
Huh?
yeah, he's in jail.
he? I thought so.
Which I wish Kilgrave would come back, but you know.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what
Yeah.
happens, but he's probably not.
So
coming back.
Dick Skywalker, how do you feel? Like, what do you know about Punisher, Daredevil, and Power Man? How do you feel about all of them being
What do you
together?
think about him?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool that they have all of them together. Although it's a little unbalanced, like Redneck Nerd said, it's still pretty awesome. I mean, I kind of want to catch it, even though I don't follow any of the three, really. But it still interests me. Like, I don't know.
What's your favorite thing about Marvel?
Cinematic universe.
Okay, I was just about to ask, are we talking cinematic or what?
Anything or anything.
Anything. Jeez. Why do you spring this on me? Oh.
Catchy 60s cartoon theme songs.
60s Spider-Man.
Golly
memes.
gee, yeah.
If you don't say Spider-Man the animated series, I will be upset.
60s
Never seen
Spider-Man.
I mean,
Yeah. And the 60s Captain America.
No.
no. Hang on. I have a question for you guys. Whenever you hear Spider-Man and you think cinematic universe, what actor do you think of?
Ah, crap.
Nicolas Cage.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, you
Come
heard
on,
that
no.
he actually still is Ghost Rider. Like, he's still...
Well, yeah, no Ghost Rider
Nick-
until he
he-
died.
No one knows who he is.
The second one.
Yeah,
kinda
Nick Cage
sucked.
is still Ghost Rider, supposedly, so... I want to see what they're doing with that. Because,
His character is an
Cage is-
elusive mystery.
Character in a movie that he gets more than $5.
Did you ever see that picture where he turns down a bread roll and the caption is Nick Cage finally turns down a bread roll? Or turns down a roll?
Oh. That's funny.
Wow.
Bruh.
Just wow. Okay. Off topic there.
Oh,
So
hang on. I
Hardy,
never.
Nicolas
yeah,
Cage
what
is never off topic.
what is your favorite thing about Marvel, Hardy?
Nicolas
Favorite thing
Cage.
about Marvel. I like how they develop a storyline. That's that's really important to me. Like for those listening who don't know me really well, I really like to read books. Doesn't matter what the book is. If I can get hooked, I really like reading it. Which, by the way, is a shock since I don't read comics. I got dabble a little bit more in comics, but I really like how Marvel builds up a storyline, plot, conflict, so on and so forth. They they basically trying to figure out how to put this. They basically develop a book in a small period of time, whether it be through comic or through cinematic universe. But they're able to mold what would be like a 300-page plus book into a short movie where you understand everything that's going on and you're hooked.
I agree with you completely. One thing, DC, okay, their comics are so much more legit than Marvel's. But Marvel, they're so much better at making their characters come to life.
They focus more on depth than DC.
DC's comics, like they're a lot. I like them so much more, but Marvel is so good at making the characters come to life.
Yes.
I like Marvel
I
more.
agree with you completely there. I have my equal balance. I kind of lean more towards Marvel in some manners because I grew like I know it more. Like I grew up with it more
I see
than
what you mean.
DC.
Same here.
But yeah, DC. I like as soon as I started getting their comics though. I like their comics a lot more than Marvel's just because of they explore so much stuff and like they never run out of stuff to go with. When Marvel runs out of something, they do a crossover. But DC can focus on one character and keep going like on and on and on. And Marvel, they take in suggestions and they're good at making a storyline, but they kind of more focus on making their characters come to life. So that's why DC has the upper head on their comics.
Definitely.
What I like
Quick
more about
question.
Marvel. What was that, Richie?
Quick question. Why does DC are more familiar with Marvel rather than DC?
Because Marvel's more family friendly and family oriented. DC,
Yes.
literally, it was announced yesterday? Yeah, yesterday that the director's cut, like the actual director's cut of Batman v Superman, is rated R. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, DC because of the violence and the fighting. Like DC is more hardcore and dark, and
Wait,
if you don't
seriously?
agree with that, then you don't watch. Yeah, then you don't watch. You don't know about DC. But Marvel,
And also,
I mean, it can be dark. I mean, it can. Winter Soldier was kind of dark, and Thor 2 is kind of dark.
Yeah.
Avengers
Dark
2 is
World.
definitely dark.
the Dark World.
But I mean, it's not like DC. It's more. It's Disney. It's Disney.
Yeah, Disney owns the cinematic universe,
Which
and that's
hold up. They made Daredevil, which was very dark, and Jessica Jones, which was very dark. But it's still not. It's still just not at the level DC is. But they do
Disney's
make
portion
dark
didn't
stuff.
make
That's
that
about
though.
my
You got to
comment.
think of that. You gotta think of that.
Yeah, but it's still part of Marvel.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to
Well,
make
But
my
I mean, it
comment
can
on.
Disney
do dark
doesn't own
things.
all-
It's just not like
Disney
DC.
doesn't own all of Marvel though. They don't. Okay, they don't own Knights yet until they buy they already bought Defenders, but they don't own the Knights yet. So they'll eventually get them anyways. But they don't own the X-Men. They don't own the title of Mutants. So they don't got all of Marvel yet. Eventually, I think they will. Like, I know how. Do you realize Sony still has rights to Venom and stuff? Like, so Marvel only has Spider-Man. Like, they got Spider-Man, but they still don't They don't got Venom and everything because
Anyways, can I make my
Sony
comment
still
now?
has rights. I was reading that the other day, and I'm like, wow, that's so stupid. But
Yeah.
also, I want to get on to the next topic so we can keep moving
Well, I wanted to
on
make a comment on
here.
that.
How many of you have even like? Okay, go ahead.
So I was gonna say like, well, only DC only retrieved Marvel only recently here, like all these Marvel characters. I mean, that's like in the last what 5-10 years. And the other thing I was going to mention about Marvel is that Marvel has more variety of characters. Like they have different characters, all different kinds of backgrounds. That's why some of it's dark, some of it's more family friendly, some of it's a mix of both, depending on how who's writing at the time. And that's what I really like about Marvel is that there's literally something for everyone there, depending on what your mood or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't like that's great. That's a great point of view because I didn't even think of that. Like for people who don't like who say always say stuff. Oh, that's nerdier stuff. They got Deadpool for all the troll humor and everything like that, and that's kind of how he got popular. Like you are right. There's a mood for everything in Marvel. That was great, Keith. Okay, now how many like has any of you even seen any of Agent Carter season 1?
I haven't
I
yet.
mean, I've seen Agent Carter. I've never watched the show though.
Okay. Well, season 1 it wasn't that big. It was 7-8 episodes. But what they kind of focused on of the founding of Shield and you know the whole Stark building weapons that they started that for like other foreign companies or whatever. So that kind of leads into Iron Man. And then they had Robert Stark's butler Jarvis who took care of his son Tony. So that's the I think that they're gonna get more in depth with that. It's kind of a Bruce Wayne Alfred thing there. So it kind of explains Jarvis's and Tony's relationship. And Keith, confirm me if I'm right. Wasn't Jarvis in the comics an actual butler?
Yeah, wasn't he a robot butler or something like that?
That's what I thought. Like he wasn't like Vision. Vision was a different creation. I always thought that Jarvis was actually like he was like, he was a human android.
Yeah, he was something like that in the
Okay.
comics.
All right, I was just making sure I'm somewhat right. So he's not robot, he's human, but I kind of think like we're gonna kind of see more of what makes up Vision in season 2 of Agent Carter. Also, we got the whole conflict between Ant-Man and Iron Man coming up in Civil War, so we're gonna see like how Hank Pym and Robert Stark, used to be friends, but we're gonna kind of see their conflicts too.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah, it's a really cool show. I love what they do for it, and it's great. All right, now I'm not much of a Doc Strange guy. I have been reading some. I don't know who the villain's gonna be, but it does look like Doc Strange. He's gonna tie in to what's going to boot up Avengers: Infinity War Part 1.
Good.
He's going to be the difference between the transition of Civil War into the Infinity War.
Sweet. So many wars in Marvel.
Captain America grew up in wars. Marvel was created because of World War II.
Wait, Marvel wasn't around during World War II?
Atlas Comics.
It's not like it wasn't made during World War II, but like most their characters come from that time period.
Well, yeah.
So, that's a lot of we're getting a lot of Marvel stuff, but I do think DC's having their uprising. Like they're gonna smash this year.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Yeah, they're smashing this year. Like I don't think, other than Deadpool beating Star Wars in like 3 different countries. Like wow, that's all you know is that we have a whole bunch of idiotic fanboys out there. Sorry, Deadpool fans.
Batman v Superman is going to be the
Yeah, yes.
highest highest grossing movie of all time ever.
I don't think it's beating Star Wars. I don't think it's beating Star Wars.
It's gonna beat everything.
Oh, hey, I
It's
gotta
not
say
beating
one
Star
thing
Wars.
real quick. I just found this. Marvel started in 1939 as Timely Publications. 1950s became generally more known as Atlas Comics, and Marvel became a little bit more modern in 1961.
Nice. Thank you for that little origin thing there.
Okay, William Shatner. Nice of you to join our call.
Wait, what?
You're very welcome, sir. No, I'm not a good William Shatner. Wow, I'm not even gonna try saying his name
I'm not
again.
even a huge fan of Shatner, and you just like screwed that up.
I know.
Go home,
All
Dylan.
you have to do is talk with a lot of pauses, and you are suddenly William Shatner.
Alright,
Yeah.
that was
That's
good
it.
right there. That was good.
So, what I really want to see in Marvel, like we're gonna go around with this, in the next like 10 years, I don't want them to stop what they're doing. Like, we can't have Iron Man without Robert Downey Jr. Like, that would destroy Marvel. So I don't
He's
want to
the
see him go.
perfect as Iron Man. He's perfect.
Yes.
He really is.
The same thing. Like, I don't want to see Paul Rudd, or I don't want to see Chris Evans go, but I do know he's going. Sadly.
He's gonna be Johnny
I-
Storm again.
I don't necessarily know if he's going to die in Civil War. He most likely won't.
Nah.
But I do know that I don't think Chris Evans is going to stay there that long.
I think Iron Man's gonna die. Actually, I mean it's titled Captain America: Civil
Nah.
War.
What if
Like-
he does?
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe he doesn't die. There's a possibility he doesn't. I don't know. They did confirm a death. But for all we know,
Yeah, they filmed like 3 funeral scenes.
3.
For all you
Some-
know, it's a random joke.
So
Oh.
someone dies.
yeah. For bro,
Vision
like
dies.
They should make Stan
Yeah.
Lee like one of
if
those.
Vision dies, then it's game over because then freaking Thanos gets another Infinity Stone.
They should make Stan Lee the guy that dug the hole for the grave.
They should make him the guy who dies.
Stanley is Thanos.
They should make
Yeah.
Stan Lee's like, you guys need to quit dying.
Avengers exposed Stanley as Thanos.
Galactus is John Cena.
Oh my god. Hey, General, guess who Zoom is? Zoom is Stan Lee.
No.
Did you see that episode, Caleb?
Yeah, I saw it.
My friend Nick Burgess, okay, he showed me this meme, and it had like the SpongeBob thing, like with Squidward. I'm Squidward, you're Squidward. Is there any more Squidward? Well, it was I'm Jay Garrick, you're Jay Garrick. Is there any other Jay Garricks I want to know about? And then there was like a cat with a Jay Garrick face. He's like, and it started just running real fast. He's like, I'm out of here.
The dude in the mask is Jay.
It's so funny. He's like, I'm Jerry Garrick. You're Jay Garrick. Is there any other Jay Garricks we need to know about? I'm sorry, I can't get over that meme.
I don't get it.
Caleb, do you
dare
get it?
I get it.
Okay.
You're gonna
I'm tired.
Me too.
don't you fall asleep. The universe
Wow.
needs to hear us.
Like, I can't get over that. And Legends tonight, oh my god.
Connor
Oh
Hawk.
my God.
I was right.
Oh my god. Yeah, Connor Hawk, he was there. And do you want to know, okay, I don't know if you're going to watch that. He's Diggle's son.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yes, Diggle is confirmed, like, he's not going to be called that. Obviously, his name's Spartan, but he is Guardian, supposedly.
Sweet.
Just like, Overwatch is supposedly, what's the other name that she was going to have?
Oracle.
Yeah. Overwatch is Oracle. It's just, they want to change it up just a bit.
Thea dies. Please tell me Thea's dead.
Well, Well, so I don't think Thea's not in the grave. Thea's not the one in the grave.
No, in the future of Star City.
Oh.
Please tell me she's
Yeah,
dead.
everyone's dead. Yeah, everyone's
Good,
dead but
good.
Oliver.
Good. I just want Thea to die.
Oliver and Connor were the only two alive.
Or
my
either
God.
die or go back to acting school.
And have you seen the newest Arrow?
Like, I could act better than Thea.
Have you seen the newest Arrow, Caleb?
No, I'm actually gonna watch that as soon as we get off here.
Okay, you probably
Hopefully
knew.
she
Arrow.
dies.
We already knew this anyways, but
come.
Felicity and Oliver are
Getting married. Yeah, the wedding.
no.
Oh, she finds out about William.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh,
That's what.
no.
Yeah, I knew that. Daddy issues.
Yeah. So, and when what's her face came back to town, Laura was getting all jealous and crying over Oliver having the kid and everything.
Laurel.
Yeah.
Sweet dude. Loris. No, not Loricity. No, that's Olicity. No.
Yeah.
Loriver. Yeah, Loriver.
So
That's
Laura was
Oliver
still
and Laurel.
Laura was still interested, so that's a good sign.
Yes,
We're
because Laurel and Oliver have to be together, or I'm not watching that show. And Thea needs to die.
classic comic book couples.
Thea needs to at least lose her voice. Like, I don't care if she
Or,
dies,
like-
make her lose her voice somehow.
They go to a multiverse and make Iris White again, and then Barry and her can go together.
Oh, God.
I go to an alternate universe where everything's the same, but Thea's dead.
Yes. What? No. It's our legit universe, but it's our Earth 2 when Willa Holland was never an actress.
You just blew my mind.
I honestly don't see what the problem is.
Thea, she's such a bad actor.
I hate her. Like
She's such a bad actor.
we have hated her since the middle of season 3 when she had that whole like freaking
No, I've hated her since the end of season 2. After Malcolm saves her, she just...
yeah.
He should have never saved her.
She didn't say anything in the car, so I didn't mind her in season 2. But then like season 3, like the whole the whole jump out of the Lazarus pit and all that. It was
Yeah, that was bad. But when her mother
that was
died,
ridiculous.
Badass.
Slade killed her mother in front of her, and like she could have at least put more emotion into it.
She's a little brat. She wanted her mom to die.
She's a die. My favorite moment was whenever Russell Gold slammed her through the table and killed her.
Yes.
But then they had to bring her back to life. I was like, are you serious? You kill her, but bring her back.
So, okay, now that we're off of Marvel, we're just having our general discussion. We're going to talk about DC. I'm going to find a question for you guys. So,
Hope I can stay awake.
yes.
I love DC.
Yeah. The CW does so well.
They did.
Like, only if like they let the CW have more rights to characters and stuff, like we see Batman and stuff like that. That would be so awesome.
Yep.
Or at least like have like just one episode when Oliver Queen like they have to go to Gotham City for something. Just like one episode, please.
Gotham next week. Jerome comes back.
Yes, I heard about that. I can't wait for Mr. Freeze. Like ever since I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger portray him, like I just wanted to see him.
What kills the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Marvel, I like Marvel too. My favorite thing about Marvel is their acting choices, or their actor and actresses, their choices. for
Yes.
them. They
Other
pick
than
the
Tom
perfect
Holland.
actors. No,
Other
Tom
than
Holland's
Tom
gonna
Holland.
do good. He's gonna do good.
He's gonna do good. I just don't. He doesn't look like a Spider-Man to me. Like Andrew Garfield didn't even like. He didn't make me like. He didn't let me feel that Spider-Man feeling either. He kind of.
He was too cool for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man's not a cool person. What
Like
makes him cool
Yes.
is the spider. The
puppy dancing dog. Like Spider-Man 3. Screw that movie. But Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire was the perfect Peter Parker.
This is why I ask, when you think Spider-Man in cinematic universe, who do you first
Tobey
think of?
Maguire.
Yeah,
Tobey
Tobey Maguire.
I mean,
At least
You
he
ever
could
see-
cry and stuff and make it believable.
exactly. He made you feel like Spider-Man.
Yeah, he
Some
really was
fun-
like, because he was like the really like a nerdy person. Like he wasn't like a good looking, Andrew Garfield.
What's really funny is what would like make me even laugh more is when he like opens a pack of like Uncle Ben's rice.
Starts
No.
crying.
He just starts crying.
Like Andrew Garfield, they're like, let's find the perfect actor and just put glasses on him. And then let's give him a superpower that makes him not need glasses.
I'm going to be completely honest. I think the Amazing Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like there was gap years between Spider-Man 3 and afterwards when a whole bunch of like girls just started liking Spider-Man out of nowhere. So they got a really girl-friendly actor, put him as Spider-Man, and made girls even go more crazy for him. I think that's the only reason they did that. Like pick Andrew Garfield. Okay, we're gonna have our Marvel questionnaire now. It's gonna be Keith and Caleb. Richie, you may answer too, but I doubt you know some of these answers.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So, what was Hulk's original color?
Gray.
Yeah. It was great.
All right, nice. Caleb got it first.
Actually, they made an alternate version of Hulk actually referred to as Grey Hulk. And he had a red Hulk.
What was? How did Nick Fury first appear in the comics?
Wasn't he with Spider-Man's parents?
Too. I
Yes.
think you're right. Yeah.
What was a distinct feature about him though that
He was white.
we don't? Yes.
Yeah, he was white.
He was.
Bang bang!
That was kind of bullcrap though. A distinct feature.
Uh,
Like I was gonna say the eye patch, and you jumped to skin color, racist piece of crap.
Because he didn't have an eye patch.
Okay. Now, what was the huge thing, the huge difference between the original Wolverine and the 90s Wolverine?
Wait, what do you mean?
Wolverine, what was the huge difference between the appearance of Wolverine and the originals and the 90s?
His
He
suit?
stopped wearing his
Yeah, his
costume.
suit.
Yeah, so he didn't wear his costume as much.
Not necessarily. They didn't bring like the no costume thing until like 95. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like suit-wise. Like the actual Wolverine suit, not the X-Men suit. Not the Wolverine X-Men suit, just the Wolverine suit.
Oh.
Wasn't it like a legitimate Wolverine?
Yeah, it was just Wolverine.
yeah.
Okay. Do you guys know what the distinct feature was? Yes, the costumes were different, but what was the huge difference?
The helmet.
What about the helmet?
It was where like the top of the ears were, right?
Yes. They were truthfully, they were longer in the original Wolverine, and now they are short. And then they went back to long, and like so.
I like it better in the movies with his hair.
Yeah. Do you hear our next Wolverine film? We
Rated
might
R.
actually have. We might actually. Yes, it's rated R, and we might actually have the Wolverine suit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I just want to see him kill people.
That's the thing. Like, I'm more excited for a rated R Wolverine film than Deadpool.
Like, I
Like,
wish
they-
comic
yes.
books would just kill people and have them stay dead. Like, they always kill
Yeah.
people and bring them back.
Deadpool, yes, it was a fantastic movie. I'm not gonna go in detail about it, but it was so great, like the comedy wise and everything. But like, the rated R was more for the language and the humor than the killing and blood part and the sexual stuff in Deadpool. But like, I want to see cold-blooded killer Wolverine before he went into the X-Men and everything. Like, I need to see that. Okay, next question. What was the biggest crossover between Marvel and another comic book company?
DC,
El Morgan.
Spider-Man,
El
and
Morgan.
Superman.
Yes,
Wait, who-
Keith. That was wow, nice. Okay, what was the title of the first Iron Man comic book series?
The Invincible Iron Man.
Yes,
what
the
was it?
series, the first actual series of Iron Man.
Wait, do you mean the cartoon?
No, the comic book series, not
Oh.
the actual comic books, just the series that went together,
Oh, what was
which it
called?
was the Invincible. So,
Oh.
You might not know this, but okay. What was an original Marvel comic? And he's not a superhero. That it was its own parody of the Flintstones.
Oh, God.
Oh crap! I know which one you're talking about too.
All right, 3,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Two.
What was the hint?
1. It was called Gru the Wanderer.
Actually, I've heard of that. I actually have legitimately heard of that.
Okay, this is the last one, and who, after the Thing left the Fantastic Four, who was replaced in their team?
Wait, the thing was.
I want to say
It was in
Quicksilver,
the no,
Ant-Man.
no,
Spider-Man.
no. It was actually She-Hulk.
I wouldn't guess
Oh.
that. I mean, I thought it was like Ant-Man.
Right.
I thought
Actually
it was
knew
Quicksilver
that.
for some reason.
I didn't know it's because the thing left though.
Keith, the Spider-Man did appear in the Fantastic Four before, but when the Thing left, She-Hulk came in
I didn't realize-
as like the replacement.
I knew the She-Hulk was in there, but I didn't know he left.
The thing with that, when Spider-Man went into like crossed over with the Fantastic Four, they called it the Fantastic Five. So this is a different series.
She-Hulk
Alright.
is so stupid. These feminists need to chill.
I wonder if
There's nothing
this is just a
feminist about She-Hulk.
wonder.
dude.
she has so many conflicts with Daredevil in the comics. I wonder if we're gonna see her.
I doubt it.
I don't think it's season 2, but maybe if they like a potential season 3. I wonder if we're gonna have like the old conflicts between She-Hulk and Matt.
I'd like to, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Although Matt's always gonna win because he got the defense. I'm blind. Feel bad for me. I win.
Did you know that one time he wore a bright red suit for the longest time?
Yes.
Yeah, because he couldn't even tell what color it was. He wore a bright red suit.
Oh. Okay. This is the last question. I know this, but before it was called Daredevil? What was the Daredevil series called?
Man Without Fear.
Yeah, that's
Man
it.
with no, fear.
No.
Oh,
It was called the Red Demon.
We need to fact check this.
Not even lying. Keith, you remember I bring you the original vintage comics called the Red Demon. It was Daredevil.
I think you are right. Hang on, I'll
I
pull it up.
contest.
You can test.
I contest.
All right, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it myself.
Can we just contest everything that White Widow says now?
I contest.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hey, Widow, say something.
All right. Something.
Wait, did you ask his first appearance?
Not his first like what he was called first.
Oh. I mean, his first appearance was Daredevil #1.
Yeah, not that. I'm talking about like what he was called. And it was the Red Demon. There was a comic book series called the Red Demon before Daredevil was even released. I actually had the comics. That's the only reason I know. I had the vintage versions of the comic. So
Do you mean the Red Devil?
no, Red Demon.
I'm not seeing Red Demon anywhere.
Oh.
because the only reason I know this fact is because Mr. Pav, who actually he goes to the high school, he told me this fact.
Yeah, I don't see Red Demon anywhere, but I'm seeing Red Devil multiple times.
I'm sorry, I might have to award this a win for General because he contested. That's
Okay.
sports guy.
Okay.
All right, pipe it up, pipe it up.
It's like a challenge, like in football. You won.
All right. Well, we will next podcast or whatever. Well, I can be corrected because adults aren't always wise. Adults aren't always right. But
What adult?
You.
it was teacher at the school. Mr. Pav.
Oh,
Told me that fact.
How dare he?
he might have got
So-
mixed up. Demon and Devil are interchangeable.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got for you guys today. I know last week's DC thing, we went in so much detail and so much awesomeness just because we all jumped at General went intense on us, like he was going crazy. So we're gonna end it here. Whenever you're ready to stop it, Keith.
All right. Thanks for watching.